Hey Fandom, it's me Aaron for a comic show. These are the new comics now. I'm talking about the ones I dig the most, and let's just jump into it because there's so many things I'm excited about this week. The biggest book I'm interested in is Young Avengers #1. No, it's not Alan Heinberg, and yes, there's some members from the original team that are not here and some that are, and you know, like they've explained some of that, and other of that came out of Children's Crusade. But this book by Kieran Gillen and McKelvey is just so unique, so quirky. It's the fact that there's a Scott Pilgrim variant or O'Malley variant is very on point. It's very apt. It has that feel. Like originally when this book was coming out and some people on the internet was like, oh, that's a terrible cover, it looks so stupid, and you know, it's like, that's not the interior art, it's blah, 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 you know, you could still like this if you didn't like Scott Pilgrim. But now I'm saying, like, if you don't look at this and get some kind of joy, don't read this. Because this is fun. They're dancing, they're sweating, they're having a good time, they're having sex with each other. You know, guys, girls, guys with guys, you know, girls with, you know, Kree. It's a lot of fun. I mean, there's a baby variant too, but these guys from Phonogram, and you might know Gillen from Journey to the Mystery, which has the young Loki in this book, they are on fire here. This book is, just the first issue sets it up to such this unique thing. This is what young heroes should kind of be like. I mean, I'm not saying the word hipster, but I just did. But still, it is unique and fun. Kind of the feel of, I don't know, Young Justice. Kind of the feel of those Titans back in the day. Like it's the voice of the generation. It feels very hip, and this writer's voice just comes through with these characters, and I'm in love with it. I'm sorry. I know my customers are all really cool people, so I'm gonna promote it, all of them, and tell them, you know, money back guarantee, because, you know, they're cool. Avengers #3 is out now. You guys know it, you like it or not, with the first 2 issues. I'm digging it, and what I really dig is this is the final part of the story arc. It was a 3-part opener. You know, no padding here, just boom, boom, boom. And it's also the big bad, the big villain, or the big questionable godlike character they're fighting is the same type of, it's the same thing with New Avengers. So you can read these separate, but Hickman, kind of like how he had Fantastic Four and FF running in tandem that you could read separate, but if you read them together, I promise you, you will have payoff. I mean, I can't do charts and graphs on it just yet, but I will later. Deadpool, this was fun. Lincoln just rips into Deadpool in this terrible rant about how pathetic he is and how pathetic our whole generation is, and how Deadpool is just so unimpressive. He does nothing well. All he does is regenerate. And it's just so funny to me because Lincoln is talking these words that I've heard people that don't like Deadpool say almost verbatim. And it was fun. And Deadpool does have an answer of what he's good at, why he's unique, why he's popular, what's his appeal. And it was fun. And, you know, Lincoln, obviously that's cool, little cage match with Lincoln. Next issue is Star Wars with Ronald Reagan. So this is a fun, funny, humorous book, but I'm really digging it. Deadpool Illustrated. If you like Deadpool versus the Marvel Universe, this is the same team. It's in the same continuity. Yes, I realize he's on, you know, Moby Dick and Ahab and all that stuff, and then, you know, Tom Sawyer's in the next issue. I know this, but trust me, it's in the same continuity as Marvel versus Deadpool versus Marvel Universe, and it's just a lot of ridiculous, insane fun that if you're a hardcore Deadpool fan, you will truly enjoy it. And if you're local and you're a Deadpool fan, the dude behind Deadpool, Daniel Way, is coming here. He'll be here Friday to party with and get your book signed. He's currently doing Thunderbolts, which is like the Expendables with Deadpool. And, you know, he's just in town because he likes to go to Universal Studios and whatnot. So he's going to be here. You can hang out with him. You can have him sign your stuff. He's a cool guy. Wolverine and the X-Men. This, I know you've seen Storm in this book, and she has the mohawk. Well, spoiler, Wolverine cuts her hair here with his claws. I swear to God, it's fun. I mean, that's hardly a spoiler. It's just, you know, if you're wondering why she has a mohawk here and you haven't seen her with one, it's because you didn't buy this book. And it opens with Storm and Black Panther having this talk, and I've liked their characterization with their divorce way better than their marriage, which I can't say for anyone in real life. But their marriage was just so stale and phony and just this like PR marketing thing that I just didn't care for. In their divorce, Jason Aaron is writing some hardcore stuff if you read the A vs. X, or A plus X, I mean. And if you read this, it opens with her talking, you know, Skyping with Black Panther, and he's like, you know, you can move on, you can date other people, but just not him. Anyone but him. So if you weren't reading this book, I promise you can jump into this issue and have some fun. It's kind of a standalone thing. It does lead into other stuff, but you're a big boy. You can choose whether you go farther. And Uncanny X-Force, this is by Sam Humphries of Sacrifice. This is where I fell in love with Sam Humphries. Not the dog sex book, Our Love is Real, which I do love, but Sacrifice, this is his book. This is what made him stand out, and this is his signature Marvel book now. He's taking up the reins of Rick Remender, and he has the narcissistic Phantom X, and he has Storm with Mohawk, and what Psylocke's doing, and Puck. And yes, Puck came back to life, and if you didn't read Jason Aaron's thing, this is not like a continuity area. It's not like, all these characters come back or made it so they were never really dead. He died, and then he clawed his way, climbed out of hell. He literally climbed out of hell. So, if you climb out of hell, then I guess you deserve to be in a nice book like this. But he's a very fun character. I loved him. Maybe I just have a thing for, midget hairy Canadians, but this is cool. He's a nice Wolverine stand-in. And this book was off to a great start. I like Spiral, and give it a shot. Mentioned Sacrifice. I'm the only store in Florida carrying this. It's Mayans and goth kids. It's fun, and this issue 4 was better than the first 3 altogether, and it was worth the crazy months of waiting in between, and it'll all be collected in a collection published by either Dark Horse or Archaea or Image, probably Dark Horse, after it's over. And if you didn't jump on it, I'm sorry, I don't have issue 1s right now, but if you were getting it and you're waiting for issue 4, it's out. Bedlam, oh my God. Issue 3 was insane. It all came together here, the past and the present, and the superhero character we saw in the first issue. And I have the Fandom variant cover, which is an homage to, I think it's Amazing Spider-Man 50, where Peter Parker's throwing his costume in the garbage and walking away. Way better than I'm not talking about the artist, I'm just saying how compelling the cover is. It's cool. But this book is one of the best books of last year. It's only on issue 3. If you can seek out the first 2 issues, do it. It's insane. It's like, what if Joker was rehabilitated? Could he be rehabilitated? And it opens with, 97 cats being killed. The internet's going to be really pissed off about this. It's crazy. I don't have the Revival Phantom variant in hand right now because Larry from Larry's Comics is shipping it straight to me, but Revival is going to have this 6-pitch Phantom variant that people are going to go crazy for if they have OCD. It looks really great though, and this book is just rocking and rolling. I love this book, can't give it enough praise. And one thing I was going to talk about that I haven't is there's this little vibe of this pulp heroes undertone. Black Beetle came out last week by Dark Horse. Didn't review it, but I loved it. And I promise you guys, if I miss something and then I find out about it, through the course of the week, I'm going to mention it. Black Beetle was great. And as far as pulp heroes, this Mask book by Chris Robertson is awesome. It's all the old pulp heroes. It's this book is I want someone to just read it to me while I close my eyes and pretend like it's in the radio, old pulp radio stuff. Maybe I'll pay someone to do that for me. But it's them fighting fascism. They're just fighting fascism. And, I imagine Chris Robertson, when he's writing this, his thing is he's fighting Warner Brothers or something. But it's actually quite great, and it's quite, it's awesome to see Shadow interacting with Green Hornet and Zorro, and I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. And the Spider, if you don't know who the Spider is, David Liss really did some wonders with him, and I totally dug it. And, I'm digging pulp. I got this little pulp vibe right now, and it's really coming out pretty good. Finally, let's go DC. You guys know I love Green Lantern, and I've been sort of disappointed with the pacing of Green Lantern lately. I don't know, but this is where it rocks and rolls. And I'm sorry, but you have to buy both of these. Or just quit Green Lantern altogether right now, or buy both of these. This first, and then this. It leads right into it. And you have Bidge, the squirrel chipmunk Green Lantern, and you have Baz, the Muslim guy, and everything just happens here. Everything it's all on the table. Anything I say will spoil it, but this is it's the Third Army is going to end with the annuals. Guy Gardner is teamed up with Baz, and it's everything you would expect their first encounter to be. Obviously, they hate each other because they're too similar. And this came out this week, too. It's their pacing was so off, and it's here, Green Lantern fan, because, Aaron, you said that you were disappointed in the pacing. Here's 3 things of, everything you wanted in 1 week. Seriously, Kyle, what you guys wanted for Kyle happens this issue. I'm not going to say anything about it, to spoil it, but, he embraces life, and he embraces the spectrum, and what you wanted happens. His confrontation with Ganthet, everything's there on the table. Justice League, I think Vulko's behind everything. I think Vulko, though he's in exile now, he can't be in Atlantis, and he was the Queen's aide. Like, he was just on the right hand of the Queen, and now he's in exile. I think he concocted this whole war so that Aquaman would have to go back on the throne, and instead of being in exile, he's going to be at the right hand of Aquaman, and all will be well for him while there's, thousands or millions of dead. So screw you, Vulko. You're fat, and you're bald, and I don't like you, and I never liked you. But you'll probably enjoy this issue, and Cyborg puts out this call, Cyborg is the man, Cyborg's going to save the day. Wonder Woman with Orion, and I'm in love with this book. If you liked the little bit you got with Orion and Wonder Woman last issue, you're going to love this issue. I'm just crazy about it. These can go two ways. Okay, this was fun, and it was fun to see Joker. The one thing I don't like circuses. I don't know why. I don't know, something in my childhood. Maybe I should see a therapist. I just don't like circuses. And the whole beginning of Nightwing, all this circus. So good to see Joker just decimate that circus. I mean, that's cathartic for me too. But who knows that this happened last issue, the head on the platter, reminiscent of John the Baptist's head on a platter. And whose head is it? I don't think it's going to be the Bat Hound. If Snyder isn't pulling punches, it's going to be Alfred. It's going to be Alfred. And that's insane. That is crazy. And we'll see. We'll see if Harper was introduced in issue 12, Spotlight, so she could take over the Alpha role. I don't know. But this issue was great, and it leads right into the finale in Batman 17. And Red Hood and the Outlaws, I kind of see why Snyder's right-hand man, Tynion, is taking over Red Hood, because I see two things happening here. One of two paths. Maybe, Superboy Prime will punch on the walls of reality and it'll all get cleared up. But either the Joker without his face is going to become the Red Hood again and put on this Red Hood mask, or Red Hood, Jason Todd, is going to kill the Joker. Where it was, death in the family, now this death of the family, and where Batman isn't going to kill even with perhaps Alfred dead or someone very close to him dead. Jason Todd has no qualms about it. And will Batman just passively stand there and let it happen? Probably. So, I don't know. And even with reading this issue, it can go either way. Either Jason Todd's going to kill the Joker, or the Joker is going to put on the mask and become Red Hood again. I don't know which one. I would rather see Jason Todd kill the Joker because, I was a kid that voted for him not to die on the phone line. But enjoy these comics. They're good. It's fun. Love comics. Love yourself. And love your neighbor. Thanks. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching the video. Click subscribe if you want to. Share it on Facebook. I'll be giving stuff away, including those baby variants. If you're local, come on Friday to meet Daniel Way, the dude behind Deadpool. It wasn't Rob Liefeld, don't believe the hype. And also, the Geek Easy is serving food, so come and get yourself a cheap grilled cheese sandwich. Bring me your poor and your hungry masses.